Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, with Sally Ann Mosey, Bill Andrews, and Rob Jennings.
Saturday night, 11 people are dead following a tourist boat crash in Arkansas, and a plane and a glider have collided in the skies over Bucks County. But the big story in Action News is the possible release of our 3 American prisoners of war in Yugoslavia. The Reverend Jesse Jackson says he will leave Belgrade with Americans Steve Gonzalez, Andrew Ramirez, and Christopher Stone. This was the scene yesterday as Jackson met with the POWs. At the time, though, Yugoslavian leaders said their release was not an option. Today, Jackson announced a change. He says the 3 will leave with him tomorrow, a move that he hopes NATO will appreciate.
Release of 3 soldiers is a material breakthrough. This is a significant breakthrough. It is a gesture that should not go ignored.
Tonight, NATO says there are no plans to let up in the attacks on Yugoslavia. If the release goes as planned, Stone, Ramirez, and Gonzalez will go with Jackson to Croatia tomorrow. And from there, they'll go to an American base in Germany to be debriefed. When that's over, the 3 are expected to return to this country to see their families. To call that good news for the families back here is an understatement. Late this afternoon, Stephen Gonzalez's parents spoke to reporters. His mother described how she first heard the news.
I just saw it flash across the screen that POWs to be released to Jesse Jackson, and it was just, I just couldn't believe my eyes. I thought maybe I was just reading it wrong, and I was seeing, you know, I had to call them back in to look at this with me, because it was just an amazing thing. It was almost too shocking.
As far as when they expect to see Stephen, the family says they just don't know. So far, American officials are cautious, though, with reaction to that news. The White House says it welcomes the release of the 3 men, but warns that there have been similar reports before. And the sentiments are similar tonight from the Pentagon.
I think we just have to wait and see what develops. And what people say about this, how soon it happens, these are all questions that remain to be answered.
Stone, Gonzalez, and Ramirez have been in Serb captivity for a little more than a month. They were captured March 31st while conducting a routine patrol along the border between Yugoslavia and Macedonia. Specialist Gonzalez marked his 25th birthday in captivity. As we mentioned, he's from Huntsville, Texas. Staff Sergeant Andrew Ramirez is 24. He's from Los Angeles. And Staff Sergeant Christopher Stone is 25, and he's from Smiths Creek, Michigan. Meanwhile, the airstrikes on Yugoslavia continue tonight, and it appears that a NATO missile hit a civilian bus. Reports out of Kosovo say the missile hit the bus near the city of Pristina. Witnesses and the Serb media say 40 people were killed. The bus was apparently split in 2. According to the Serbs, the bus was on a bridge when the missile hit. Tonight, NATO and the Pentagon say they cannot confirm the reports, but are investigating. Officials at New Jersey's Fort Dix are gearing up for the expected arrival of Kosovo refugees next week. The Pentagon announced yesterday that the base will be the arrival point for refugees brought to this country. Action News was at the base today as workers began getting ready. And all base officials say they could see as many as 20,000 refugees processed here. They will spend 2 weeks at the base before they go live with host families across the country. And of course, there will be much more on the crisis in Kosovo and the potential release of our 3 American servicemen coming up next on ABC's World News Tonight, Saturday. A mid-air collision between a small plane and a glider has killed 3 people this Saturday. We go live to Hilltown Township, Bucks County. Action News reporter Matt O'Donnell has details. Matt?
Well, Rob, there are 2 separate plane crash scenes. We're at one of them, the glider crash. It's behind me here in the backyard of someone's house on Callow Hill Road in Hilltown Township, Bucks County. The tow plane that crashed into it in midair, is 200 yards further down the road on Callow Hill. Now, police are confirming that 3 people died in this midair collision, 2 of them pilots, 1 of them a passenger in the glider plane. Let's show you some video that Chopper 6 shot high above the scene shortly after this crash happened at about 1:30 this afternoon. Wreckage from 1 aircraft, a tow plane was lying in someone's front yard on Callow Hill Road. No innocent bystanders were injured, but as you can imagine, plenty of people saw it. Wreckage from another aircraft, a glider, was lying about 200 yards away in someone else's backyard. And here's the account we got from police. They say the first plane was towing another glider at about 1,200 feet, that glider pilot released the cable attaching him to the tower because he saw a second glider hovering very close. Here are some witness accounts.
The plane was flying really low, so I looked up, and next thing I know, the plane was spinning towards the ground. It just nosedived.
I just saw a smashed up airplane on the ground, and I tried to keep some people away because we smelled airplane fuel.
My first reaction was, oh my word, are these people okay?
Police say the tow plane unfortunately crashed into that second glider in midair, leaving 3 people dead and plane parts all over this rural Bucks County suburb. Again, the tow plane, 1 person dead, the pilot. In the glider, 2 men, 1 pilot, 1 passenger, both dead, all pronounced dead on the scene, and they're being transported to the Bucks County Coroner's Office, where they will be officially identified, and we should learn the identities of those men later on. Police say the first glider, who unattached his plane from the tower, would have crashed too, would have been a 3rd victim or a 4th victim if he had not done that, if he had not unattached himself from that tow plane. He is cooperating with investigators and has given his account to police. All 3 planes had taken off from the nearby glider port on Limekiln Pike, run by the Philadelphia Glider Council. So once again, 3 people dead, 2 pilots, 1 passenger here in Hilltown Township, Bucks County. Live, Matt O'Donnell, Channel 6 Action News. Rob.
Thank you, Matt. At least 11 people are dead tonight after a boat accident in Arkansas. The boat sank this afternoon on Lake Hamilton near Hot Springs. That's a popular tourist area this time of year. In addition to the 11 deaths, divers are searching for a missing 12th passenger. 8 people survived the wreck. The boat was an Army surplus amphibious craft. It was being used as a ride for tourists. So far, there is no word on what caused that fatal accident. Well, that big fire in the New Jersey Pinelands continues to burn tonight. This is the way it looked from Chopper 6 today. Stubborn fire in Bass River Township, there it is, has charred at least 11,000 acres. You can see the intense smoke there coming up from the ground. There are fears tonight that the tinderbox fry the fire now, with more on the people fighting the fire. Rose?
Well, Rob, before the fire was contained, these state forest firefighters, who are right now in the middle of a shift change, work round the clock. Now, they pause only for nourishment and instructions. They were aided by 27 local volunteer fire companies from Atlantic, Burlington, and Ocean counties, also 2 water drop planes, 2 helicopters for observation, and an armada of trucks with backhoes. Truck after truck roared toward the flames that wouldn't die.
When we first did the initial attack, the fire just went right over us.
Like many of the 50 or so state forest firefighters here, William Seeley has been working nonstop since 1:30 Friday afternoon.
So we had to drop back and try the initial attack from the Allen Road, and the fire just blew right across there. Then we wound up there.
Of pine, fuel for a fast-moving blaze, fanned by 20-mile-an-hour shifting winds that would stop, then unexpectedly start up again.
Look under here, through here, spot the fire in that, and you line it up.
Eileen Bethanas first spotted the fire Friday, a day with warm temperatures and low humidity.
We kind of knew we were in a fire danger scene before the fire even started, so we prepared, but I guess you're never prepared for something like that one, because that one really started big and just never turned back.
So they tried to turn it back by setting back fires.
Brink of elimination. Phil Andrews has sports. Sally Ann?
It's been beautiful weather. We haven't seen rain in over a week. How long can Mother Nature keep it going? Find out in the AccuWeather 5-day forecast.
And we'll tell you why this is a good weekend for anyone looking to adopt a pet when Action News continues in just a moment.
Hello, I'm Scott Palmer with Anita Brickman.
On Action News Sunday morning, live coverage of this year's Broad Street Run.
Also, the latest effort to get babies in touch with Mother Nature, and a new program that brings the thrill of racing to inner city youth.
Those stories and more beginning tomorrow at 7 a.m.
And then join me, Wally Kennedy, for Sunday Live. Whatever you were talking about this week, we'll be talking about it Sunday morning at 8, right here on 6 ABC.
Folks, your Colonel's shaking things up with my new extra crispy chicken. I double dip and double breaded so it's double crunchy. It's new and whoo, tie down the furniture.
Get on over to KFC right now and crunch into 10 pieces of the Colonel's new extra crispy chicken for just $8.99.
That price ain't gonna last, so shake a leg. Hold on, I said just a leg. At KFC, we do chicken right.
Is there a hog in your yard? Well, there ought to be if you want a trimmer that feeds line automatically, so there's no bumping required. Go hog wild with the Grass Hog. Built by Black & Decker. Is there a hog in your yard? Well, there ought to be if you want to cut branches twice as thick as most other hedge trimmers cut. Go hog wild with the Hedgehog. Built by Black & Decker.
People are talking about Ginkgo, the leading memory and concentration supplement.
Ginkgo's given me the ability to recall and remember things.
You feel sharper, you feel more alert.
I am so much more tuned into the little details. It's enhanced my focus. I think that I'm quicker at work.
Ginkgo is the #1 doctor-recommended ginkgo biloba, clinically proven to safely increase the flow of oxygen to the brain.
You are better able to concentrate.
Your brain is on target. Your brain is with you. My memory is there.
Think better. Think Ginkgo.
It's the Jeep Spring event, and great deals on your favorite Jeep vehicles are showing up wherever you look. Like a zero-down, $269 a month Cherokee Sport lease with $544 due at signing, and get all this at no extra charge. Or get Jeep Wrangler for under 15 grand. The landscape will never be the same during the Jeep Spring event, the event that's getting everyone to sit up and take notice. See your Three States Jeep dealer.
Thousands of Littleton residents protested today's NRA meeting in Denver. Angry protesters say it's inappropriate for gun advocates to meet there with the Columbine High School slaughter so fresh in everybody's minds. The NRA did scale back its annual meeting from 3 days to 1 day, but they would not cancel it. The father of a slain student named Daniel Mauser condemned the NRA meeting and the availability of guns in our country. NRA President Charlton Heston wore a Columbine Memorial lapel ribbon as he spoke to NRA members. He said gun owners are not to blame for the April 20th massacre. Another year has gone by for a New Jersey woman who, in the midst of her heartache, wonders who killed her daughter. Today, Georgia McNair led a walk to honor her daughter, Jennifer Persia, and to raise money for a scholarship fund in her memory. The 16-year-old girl was found dead 5 years ago at the family home, strangled and stabbed. Police believe she knew her killer. They questioned the neighbor twice, but there have been no arrests. Her mother is still hoping for answers for her broken heart. Firefighters always say they're just doing their job when they save somebody's life, but today's ceremony at the Philadelphia Fire Academy recognized those who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. Fire Commissioner Hairston presented the awards. Firefighters, as well as ordinary citizens, received praise for doing the extraordinary. And coming up next in Action News tonight, down the stretch they come, Derby Day. Phil Andrews with results in sports as Action News continues.
I've been in a lot of banks over the years, and Commerce is just so totally different.
Commerce is the best bank I've ever seen as far as helping the community and being a part of the community establishment.
The big banks have lost sight of the people factor.
I know the community is very impressed with what Commerce Bank has done for the community.
It's a people bank, and that's why they're so successful.
You're much closer than you think to a family vacation where you can have a blast. Drop from the sky, be starstruck, twist and shout, and make a big splash. And it's all in Virginia. Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Water Country USA, Paramount's Kings Dominion, and the all-new Waterworks. 4 theme parks, all within an hour's drive. 5 days of unlimited visits, and 4 nights in Richmond or Williamsburg hotels. Just $760 for a family of 4. Call now.
This Mother's Day, light up her life with a great gift from Boscov's. A set of 3 lovely scented candles in these individual decorative wire holders of $15 value, yours for only $3.99. Tefal 9-piece Evolution cookware set with Armor All, $99.99, plus 2 Tefal bonuses worth over $30. Save to 40% on Falls Craft dinnerware and accessories. Treat Mom to dinner on us at a local restaurant. Happy Mother's Day from Boscov's.
The wild, wild west, where legends are made. And the next great adventure is wherever you steer your horse. So head for the hills, where the mines are filled with gold. You'll find action and adventure because the West is wilder than ever. At Atlantic City's great frontier, the Wild Wild West Casino at Bally's Park Place.
There's this place you only think you know, just like no place you've ever known. A majestic place that sets sail to the center of your heart. A wonderland of the things you love. A magical place where dreams really do come true.
What did you expect? This is New York.
Tonight on 6 ABC starting at 7, primetime. Visions, Happy Gilmore, bloopers, action news, and Firefox.
Phil's here with sports. Sad but true, the Flyers are hanging on by their fingernails.
Some Flyer fans still may be frozen in front of their television screens after last night. You know, I shake my head in disgust because in reality, the Flyers should have already wrapped this thing up, but no, instead, well, they faced elimination after losing in overtime last night 2-1. Let's face it, both teams had their chances in the extra period. How about Rod Brindamore? All alone in the slot, can't get the puck up in the air. That certainly would have done the trick for the Flyers right there. Cujo, excellent. Then it was Michael Renberg, a scoring chance of his own, but he gives up the puck. The Leafs head the other way with the nice drop pass coming up here to Yannick Perrault. Check it out. And Yannick, what is that? Huh? Bees are giving up another cheesy backhand goal. The Leafs elated behind the net while the Flyers deflated in defeat. Now, the Flyers were back in Voorhees this morning, and for many players, this was an optional skate. You see that Eric Lindros once again back on the ice, but let's face it, Eric and his mates now in a major mess.
It's adversity here. I mean, we've got no tomorrow on us to win, so we just got to go out there and play our best. And I think, I mean, the way we've been playing is the way we got to keep playing, and you know, we'll get the puck to go in.
Well, as you heard Rod say, tomorrow, that's a 7:30 drop of the puck at the First Union Center. Flyers win. They advance to Game 7. They lose. Well, you know the rest of the story. Hey, I think this is where I'm supposed to tell you about a horse race down in Louisville, Kentucky today. Actually, not just any horse race, but the 125th running of the Kentucky Derby. 19 horses running this afternoon's milestone event. The pre-race favorites, excellent meeting, general challenge, but as we say, it's the first to arrive after that stretch drive.
Down the stretch they come! Cat Thief digging in at the rail! Worldly Matter with Jared Bailey! Charismatic trained by Lucas on the outside! Now Lucas running 1-2! Charismatic on the outside takes command! On the inside, Cat Thief in the middle of the track, Menifee is flying! But it's Charismatic holding on to win it by a...
Yes, Charismatic, another Wayne D. Lucas production, Menifee second, and Cat Thief, who could not steal a race, finished third. Well, while the Toronto Maple Leafs try to end the Flyers' playoff run, Toronto's Raptors could be the ticket to the Sixers' first postseason appearance since 1991. You see, a Sixers win tonight at the First Union Center, and Allen Iverson and friends can start getting ready for the playoffs. Meanwhile, checking this afternoon's NBA, little overtime action here. Portland, San Antonio knotted at 83 in OT. Darren Dreifort versus Paul Slegeric. Now, if that doesn't get the old juices flowing for tonight's Phillies-Dodgers game, nothing will. Except maybe tomorrow's Kurt Schilling, Kevin Brown matchup. Last night, Paul Bird on the mound, and Allen Iverson checking it out. Yeah. Bird, by the way, wild pitch there with the game tied at 1, lets the Dodgers take a 2-1 advantage. L.A. would actually lead at 4-1 in the bottom of the ninth with 2 out before Scotty Rowland delivered the 2-run double. This to make it a 4-3 Dodgers advantage. But Phils with a chance to win it, 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the ninth, Ron Gant at the plate. And would someone please tell me what Gant was swinging at? Dodgers win it by a run. IndyCar action at Nazareth Motor Speedway tomorrow, where Colombia's Juan Montoya has captured the pole for the Bosch Sparksplug Grand Prix. Hometown favorite Michael Andretti will start from the 14th spot. Meanwhile, today in Fontana, California, Busch Grand National action from the Auto Club 300. And after this little spin out, well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. could have used a little roadside assistance from the Auto Club. That mishap putting him a lap back off the action, leaving the door wide open for Matt Kenseth, who takes his second checkered flag of the year. Jeff Burton second, and Earnhardt Jr. did come back to finish third. And for you Winston Cup fans, tomorrow here on 6 ABC, 2 o'clock start in California 500.
Okay, sir. Sally Ann Mosey with the exclusive AccuWeather 5-day forecast when Action News comes right back.
do you want to do?
Let's get the mail.
Bonus. Wrong address.
Cool. Better put it back.
The Civic from Honda. Where will it take you? Now get special APR financing as low as 3.9% APR for 36 months on all 99 Civics.
Hi, I'm Jenny, your server, and I believe this is yours.
Oh, no, I ordered the omelet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just...
No, wait. That looks really good.
It's a focaccia sandwich. We have a chicken cacciatore, Italian roast beef, an Italian burger, a chicken BLT club, and they all come with garlic or regular fries. But I'd better go get your omelet.
Oh, no, that's okay.
I move more focaccias that way.
I bet you do.
Like I say, there's always something new cooking at Perkins.
When you're listening to life, you hear the lessons. It was here that I adopted Ruff. See, at PetSmart, cats and dogs aren't sold, they're adopted. They're family.
PetSmart is a proud sponsor of Pet Adopt-a-thon 99. Visit your local PetSmart May 1st or 2nd, or go to www.petsmart.com for more information.
What a luxury car sale should be. Exclusive. Like the 275 horsepower front-wheel drive Lincoln Continental. Unique. Like the Lincoln Town Car. A magic carpet ride for 6. Rewarding. Like the $4.99 a month lease on Lincoln Town Car. Or Continental. Your choice with only $9.99 down. But remember, this $4.99 lease is limited. Lincoln. What a luxury car. Should be.
They crayoned my walls, put baseballs through my windows. They spilled grape juice on my rugs. Really, I'd be more than happy to send the kids off to college.
Your house has money, and First Trust has great home equity loan rates.
493 women are diagnosed with breast cancer every day. Every 12 minutes, a woman dies from it. It's the leading killer of women ages 35 to 54. All women are at risk. If detected early, 95% will survive, and you can help. Join your Quality Plus Ford dealer in supporting the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation by joining the race at the Art Museum Circle in Philadelphia on Mother's Day, May 9th, because this race has to be won.
Picture perfect weather continues. We're on a weather roll. Sally.
We are. Chalk up day number 8 of no precipitation. We've enjoyed beautiful sunshine, and it continues. Topper 6 up there earlier today and enjoying the view from Camden. That's the Cooper River, and boaters are already out there. Beautiful breeze out there for the boaters. We do have high pressure that is still over us. High pressure going to bring us another few days of beautiful sunshine and temperatures that'll even get warmer. Action radar shows some clear skies that are over us. To our south, you do see a system, though. That system is going to bring us some windy conditions the next couple of days. And while out to the west, you see that system? That won't affect us until late on Wednesday, possibly into Thursday. Here's what happens the next few days. High pressure continues. Warm air pushes in. We get up into the 80s. And then it's not until, again, Thursday, the better possibility of even seeing a sprinkle or two. Otherwise, in the meantime, the call from AccuWeather, it's paradise. 66 in the Poconos. It's 70 right now in Harrisburg. 65 in Wilmington, 59 in Dover. A little bit cooler along the shore with an onshore flow. We have 55 for Cape May and Atlantic City, 65 in Trenton. 45 was a low temperature today. We made it up to 67 degrees at 3:52. That's 1 degree below the normal high temperature, but who's complaining? 67 right now in Center City and in Camden, 65 in the Northeast and the airport, 66 outside the station. Sky 6. Beautiful view of the sun. That's live over Center City. Bright sunshine and 65 degrees. The humidity, 33%. The barometer holding steady, 30.19. Winds out of the east at 14, and the ocean water temperature, 53 degrees. The exclusive AccuWeather 5-day forecast going to the game tonight. Well, you might want to bring the jacket for the Phillies game with temperatures between 40 and 47, a bit on the chilly side with that breeze. Sunny and breezy during the day for tomorrow, and even windy along the shore. But look at the temperatures, 74 degrees. Monday, sunny, breezy, 76 degrees. Tuesday, sunny and warm. 78 degrees on Wednesday, sunny, warmer, 82 degrees, not to mention of rain until possibly on Thursday, partly sunny, and 74 degrees. So if you planted that grass, you're still going to need to use the sprinkler, but otherwise, beautiful sunshine should help it grow.
Keep that grass seed moist. This is a great weekend to be out with your local pooch. If you don't have one, well, How about visiting the Pennsylvania SPCA in Hunting Park? Adopt-a-thon 99 is underway. Folks were stopping by here on East Erie Avenue to check out the animals who need a good home. The Adopt-a-thon continues till 9 tonight, and it resumes tomorrow from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. again. Taking home one of these cuties is a good way to mark the Kind to Animals Week. World News Tonight Saturday is next on Channel 6 with more on the possible release of our POWs. Action News is back at 11 with a Crime Fighters report. For Sally Ann Mosey, Phil Andrews, the entire Action News team, I'm Rob Jennings. We'll see you later on tonight.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Bell Atlantic, your guide through the wiles of communications.
Cinderella had her night. Why shouldn't you have yours? When you're ready, we'll be here. Harris. Your biggest nights happen here.